There it is. I've never found a love like this. There it is. I've never found a love like this.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to E20 Zone TV. I've just watched Arsenal destroy us in that second half, 3-1. I'm angry, mate. I am. Listen, I am very, very fucking vexed tonight, big time. And the lads are going to be on shortly, waiting for Lucas and Mitchell. He's on his way. I don't know where to start with this. I really, really don't. First half, we're all right. We're all right. Arsenal were attacking, but they're going to attack. They're a good side. And then second half, we just completely self-destruct. It's like, it's unbelievable, like, to say the least. Do you know what I'm saying? Moyes has got to go at the end of the day. If you consistently want this to happen over and over again without a change, without basically some sort of something better, then by all means, do you know what I'm saying? I mean, let me just send the link to this man. Lucas, you are my mug, man. Lucas, log in, man. It's in the chat. Listen, what else can I say? What else can I say? I'm angry. I'm really, really am. I'm going to get everyone's thoughts beforehand. Right, where are we? Let's go to the top here because I'm going to wait for them. Moyes out now from Josiah. The problem is we will go up and sit back and get picked off. Yeah. Same old with Moyes. How does he bring on 86 million any difference? Paqueta and Suchek were poor. Yeah, I agree, mate. I really, really do. I can see a lot of comments in the comment section. I will get to him shortly. Let's get this man on if he's here. Yes, he's here. Lucas, talk to me, mate. What the fuck is going on at this club?
Oh, man. I don't know. Just a sickening performance, really. I mean, I didn't really think we played all that bad. It's just the way we lost is just incredibly discouraging. I
agree with that. I'm going to say this quickly. I agree with that comment from Will, yeah? We were all right in the first half. 100% in the first half, I was happy. Yeah, I was like, we've nicked a goal, we've got in front, we've contained them to the best we can, right? What did Fabianski really have to do in the first half? Not a lot, right? And I thought it was all right.
In the first half, I would say there was only one poor player, in my opinion. Maybe right. Two with certain tactics, but I thought Cresswell was pretty much the only poor player in the first half. But besides him, everyone else was either excellent or all right, in my opinion.
Yeah. First half, for me, I thought Cathal was excellent. He should never have been booked for that challenge, right? He should never, ever have been booked for that challenge, yeah? That's the first thing. He was all right. Kieran was all right in the first half. Dawson was all right in the first half. Paqueta, for me, irritates me, mate. Massively irritates me. We've got a top player there, but he plays so slow. He plays like it's like walking football to him. And he's not playing for Brazil. He's playing for West Ham now. Different level there, bruv. You've got to pass that ball fast. Talk to me about the first half, right? We come out the traps, and I thought we was all right. I didn't think we was that bad. I think it was a bit to and fro in. Then we get a penalty. Right, talk to me about the penalty. Is it a penalty for you?
It is a penalty for me because Jared Bowen tried to stay up, and he was in mid-stride about to kick the piss out of the ball, and he couldn't because he got fouled. But then again, we were incredibly fortunate that the goal that was ruled offside, that was completely onside, was ruled offside. And Lord and behold, Cresswell right at the midst of it because he absolutely stinks. I'm sick of seeing it. He's just not the standard anymore. We need to move on, but that's besides the point. We were fortunate to go 1-0 up. It really should have been 1-1. And then just I really thought our tactics were good. I thought everyone played like I said, either very well or all right. Like,
but how can you go from playing okay and all right in the first half? Because I am fucking pissed, mate. I am. Yeah. How can you play from playing okay, right? I'm getting away with it in the first half, and second half, getting completely fucked to bits.
A lot changes when a goal gets conceded, and to be fair, I mean, the goal that they scored to draw it up was incredibly jammy. I know Soufal was out of position and kept someone on side, but at the end of the day, it was incredibly jammy. A very fortunate goal, but again, it should have already been 1-1 at that point. So I guess the football gods had to give it to him. But then, of course, when one goal goes in, the momentum's just going to go downwards. Because it's like everyone on the pitch knows it's a jammy goal, but it's a goal, and that causes morale to go low. And you have to have a very strong mindset to kind of like brush that off, which, it's just incredibly disappointing to go 1-0 up and then you end up losing 3-1.
I must admit, only against Arsenal, that is. That goal only happens against Arsenal every single time we play Arsenal. Like, it just happens all the time, doesn't it? Let's be honest. Like the lucky goal, like the lucky shot, the slap shot, falls straight into the path of Saka. Now talk to me about the second goal, because I am fuming with Fabianski, mate.
Yeah, that was really, really bad. And
what's he doing?
Yeah, and then, of course, I had to listen to, I forget who was on punditry tonight, but like they just kept talking about Arsenal.
Ali McCoist. Yeah.
Not for me, but
they
were just talking about Arsenal the whole entire time, and they were talking about like, oh, Martinelli, what a beautiful finish. It's like, what are you on about? Like, that was all Fabianski's doing, and it was just it's old saying. You just gotta protect your near post, and he absolutely didn't. They said he gambled, but he completely whiffed. He whiffed on an attempt. He went with his leg. He should have. I don't know. It's just Fabianski again. Another one of those games where, just like, but we all know, like, with Fabianski, his performance tonight, the next two games is going to have two worldies to put that aside, because I still want Areola. Yeah, I still want 100%. Areola. I don't like seeing Fabianski punch all these balls away.
I've got to say this comment right quickly, yeah. But now we'll get Mitchell on, because Mitchell's waiting, right? Forget Moyes. Direct your fury at GSB, sitting on their hands while we are going down. Ballon Dawson has said it spot on. I don't think this is on Moyes. I think this is on the board now. I think the reason why, and I've always said this, and I know for the people I know, that Kadinsky's not happy. He's not happy at all. Right? He's put a lot of money in as an investment, and West Ham are flopping like a good one. I think they're waiting to the end of the season so they can sell up, because they're not going to go and get a high-end manager now, because they'll be taking money out of GSB's pocket. And that is a fact, mate, 100%. Do you know what I'm saying? Because why would you? Why would you? Mitch is in the house. I'm going to let Mitch go. Mitch, explain to me what the fuck happened tonight.
What the fuck is with my camera?
Speak to me.
There we go. How you doing?
Not good, mate. Fucking shit. Talk to me.
That's like going to someone's funeral and asking, "Hey, you all right? How you doing?"
West Ham have taught me to drink, Mitch.
You on a whiskey, eh? What's that?
I'm a whiskey, mate. I need a fucking drink after watching that shit. Right, tell me about West Ham, man. Come on.
I don't actually know what to say. Look, Cresswell. I would. I actually can't speak.
But Amit, best way of doing this.
This is so much.
Best way of doing this.
I really wish we were doing player ratings tonight, because I would go in on at least
actually,
three
tell you
guys.
What, fuck it, mate. Socek.
Talk to me.
Is a man. Look, I've said it probably. I'd say 30 times now.
Right.
Yeah, that's not joking. I'd say about 30 times. I think Souček is championship quality in every regard. He's championship quality, and he's starting for us, and that's the problem. And he's not even good championship quality. He's shit championship quality. First half, completely invisible. His positional play, defensive positioning, compared to Rice's, is night and day. And when he's on
you said first half.
Oh, yeah. And then second half.
Disagree.
When he did. Yeah. Why? What do you think about him first half?
I thought he was pretty solid first half, and then second half was really bad.
I thought he was all right. I thought first half, right. If you want to weigh this up properly, first half they was all okay. They was all okay first half because
I thought Cresswell was shit. I thought Cresswell was shit first.
I'll be honest. I thought Souček had his best first half I've seen in a very, very, very long time. But again, that doesn't excuse what Mitch is going to go on about because the second half was a different story.
Second half, he was just his casual Souček performance. His passing,
his passing is fucking horrible.
I want to gouge my eyeballs out. And it's really sad because he's so finished. Mate, Coventry and Dan's are better than him. I don't give a fuck. They are both much better than him. Much better than him. Coventry's, I think, pretty shit. But I think Souček is the worst player I've seen at West Ham in a long time.
Listen. First off,
I hate the man. I hate him.
Yeah.
Every time I watch him play, I just look at him. I think you are letting the side down. And look, I say Cresswell's not good, or there's certain players that have bad games.
Yeah.
But they're all decent. They're all good footballers. Even Soufal.
Right.
But Souček is a very bad footballer. And I know I've said it before, but I'm just saying it again, so everyone just knows, and they all get reminded that I was right from the beginning. Souček is a bad footballer. He's nowhere near Premier League standard, and he can fuck off in January. I'd love him to just fuck off, terminate his contract even because he stinks up the whole pitch. He slows down every attack. He's just he's a cunt. He's a cunt.
The one moment that pops in my head was when we won the ball back in the middle of the pitch. Actually, he might have won it. He might have won it back, and someone played a 1-2 with him, and it comes back to him, and he tries to play Antonio through, and he sends the ball about 50 feet in the sky, like to play him through, and it was like...
I
remember that.
I've got to be honest. I'm looking at the comments, and people are saying about why is Downs sitting on the bench? Why is Finn Downs on that bench? I said
this from the first game of the season against Man City. Yeah. Downs should have played then. I've said it since then that he should have started.
Big ups to Daddy, mate. You know what I mean? Say Ben
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
And this is all Moyes. Moyes starts him. Look, Souček is shit, and he should not be playing for West Ham United, but he does, and Moyes is choosing to start him. So Moyes is just as bad for choosing him to play.
I agree.
But you boys want Moyes in, so
right?
It's all good.
I don't want Moyes in, bruv. Do you know what I mean? I know a man who does, but I'll get to him shortly. Sorry, Ben Rama's penalty. Good penalty. Excellent penalty.
It was a good pen. I thought people were really going into Ben Rama tonight, and I think a bit unfairly because he tried. Yes, he wasn't great. I think he was pretty sloppy at times.
Yeah.
But
he's a trier, though, Mitch.
Mate, he tried, and I tell you what, his work rate was great tonight. I thought he tried, and he's been the best player this season.
I thought
you can't criticise Ben Rama too much tonight because he's been arguably our best player this season.
I thought first half after the penalty, I thought he grew into the half.
Yeah.
But the second half, just average. Like James said, he tried, but ultimately at that point, what are we even trying to do? And I do agree. I thought his work rate was pretty good. If he worked like that all the time, I really do think the stigma and the dislike, because I am always 50-50 on Ben Rama, but like if he works like that all the time,
but Lucas,
Ben
Rama should have been taking fucking penalties a long time ago.
Yeah,
long time ago.
Mate, we all discussed it. We said that.
Right. You look at the man's stats. Yeah. Declan Rice is taking penalties before him. Bowen's taking penalties before him. Fucking Mikel Antonio's taking penalties before him.
This is all on Moyes, James. All the things you're saying are on Moyes. Why should never be taking penalties?
Yeah, but all I'm saying is, yes, Ben Rama has been putting them away, but still, if before all in hindsight's great, but still, I mean, months ago, if you're asking me who I'd want to take a penalty, Bowen or Ben Rama, I'm still taking Bowen. But now, of course, Benrahma has earned the right to take all of our penalties.
But different to Rice. Choosing Rice to take a penalty, I always disagree with anyway.
I agree. Westhamonline, welcome. Talk to me, mate, because you back Moyes up. First half, it was okay. Second half, we self-destructed. Why?
Well, yeah, you're right. First half, I thought was good. Played well. Not good. You could see that if we were going to play like that the whole game, we were going to concede at least one goal.
Thank you.
But, I thought first half was all right. The penalty, good decision by the ref. Honest of Bowen to try and stay on his feet. I like seeing that in the game. Second half comes along. The goal was coming. The first 2 goals were lucky, yes, but let's break them down. Odegaard, the goal was coming, let's be honest. He did shoot. It was a terrible shot and it fell straight to Saka's feet. But I can't say, that ain't on Moyes because the goal was coming. Second goal, oh my God, Fabianski, what are you doing? I think I would have saved it. And the third goal was just...
But Moyes picks Fabianski. I don't want to go in on Fabianski. I don't. But we discussed it in the group chat.
He's good enough this season. He's got a pass this season, mate.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. Let me land on this, yeah? Kufel done really well for the first 45 minutes. He should have been subbed off on the hour mark because he was fucking booked. And Martinelli was targeting every fucking goal. Every time we're down that side. So, go on, carry on.
I think on Fab, me and Mitch went to the Chelsea game and we were saying that before that game he'd actually done all right this season. And I actually think, and the stats prove it, post-Chelsea, I don't think he's been bad this year. I really don't think he's been bad. But that goal, he's got to save it. Third goal is just absolute brilliance by Eddie Nketiah, who I've always spoken about. But
third goal was tremendous.
Yeah, that was a great move by Arsenal and great finish. But Thilo Kehrer, I don't want. I'll speak about every individual player today because I don't want to go in on just one. But that is terrible from Kehrer. He steps out. He's just weak. He steps out. He's at fault for a goal every week. Honestly,
let's not do every single player tonight, Alf, because we'll come back tomorrow. Just cover the players that you think were more important.
Oh yeah, sorry. And also, everyone's going to ask me about it. I think Moyes has got to go now. I think I'm Moyes out at this point.
Are you sure? Are you listen?
What am I just third? I'm actually really happy.
Right, I'm going to fucking clip that fucking thing. I know that. Are you telling me right now? On December the 26th, Boxing Day evening, that you've had enough of Moyes and he should go? Yes or no?
I think, and I'm going to explain all of what I think here. I think Moyes has got to go because, one, we haven't been tactically good enough this year. It's not all his fault. We haven't played totally different to how we have the past 2 years, but teams have found us out and players have let him down. But fans have turned on him. I think the players have agreed with the fans, basically. I don't think the players have done any favours, and I don't see the fans turning back now. I see things getting worse and worse. The toxicity will continue, and I think the only way to temporarily stop that will be by sacking Moyes. It will come back.
Right.
Superb. Well said, mate.
Right.
Well said.
I will give you that, Alfie, but you're not going to change your tune on Wednesday if we pick up a point against Brentford, are you?
No, because I'm not saying I'm still a huge David Moyes fan. Don't get me wrong, I still am, and I really hope he overturns it. But I think if we do sack him, fair enough. I won't complain at this point. But I really do think that this will happen again in a few months' time, and people will turn on the next manager, and it just seems to be a cycle where it's not ending at this point. And some of the suggestions.
No, but any manager that came in, I'd give him a lot longer. I'd give him another. I'd give him a transfer window.
I've got to say this. I've got to say this. Yeah, Alfie. In 90 minutes, you have changed your tune from 6 weeks ago, when we all said we all sat round here on this channel and we said Moyes has got to go, and you was adamant. You was like, you can't get rid of him. You got to give him time. Look at the players he's got to deal with. Yeah. Right. So in 90 minutes, you've completely flipped that on his head and changed that.
I haven't completely changed it because I'm not saying, I absolutely want Moyes out. I'm saying I think he should go. And this season, I've always said we haven't played well enough. Last few weeks especially have been poor.
Right.
I think he's got to go at this point, just for the fans' sake, especially. And we aren't playing good enough. it's just getting worse and worse. I think the toxicity is reeking through the club at the moment. It just stinks. It will be temporary when we bring in a new manager, because this cycle has been going on and on and on in the past few years. Moyes had a great tenure at this club. He's the best manager I've seen us have. But some of the suggestions I'm seeing, Scott Parker.
No.
Scott Parker.
No.
He is horrendous.
I'll tell you. I will tell you exactly what's going to happen. West Ham ain't going to get rid of Moyes yet. Yeah, and this is dire straits moments. Right, that's one thing I will say. And Mark Warburton will take over temporary charge. I can't see West Ham going out getting a high-end manager when GSB are looking to sell the club in in the summer. I just can't see
I don't think that's talked about enough either. He has done absolutely fuck all at this club since he's been hired.
I absolutely agree.
He was supposed
and it makes
to
no
give us...
sense. It makes no fucking sense why he's here. He's a manager.
He was supposed to give us tactical balance in possession, or at least bring some sort of aspect to possession. I don't know where that's been at all this season. I'm not blaming him, obviously, but he is just another brick in the wall of problems.
It's just a prop.
It's just a prop, yeah. It's not real, trust me. This is not America. He's in America, you know what I mean? But the others ain't.
Yeah, y'all ain't got that.
Right, let's go through
y'all ain't got the minerals.
Yeah, let's go through this quickly.
Oh, Souček, I forgot to tell you, Souček has 44% pass accuracy tonight, by the way. Just so you know.
Brilliant. Lovely, Mitch. Right.
For a defensive midfielder, should be hanged. Should be hanged for that.
Right. I'll start off with Mitchell. I think I know who's going to be. Mitch, I want your top 3 worst players tonight, please.
I think start the game well and then drops off like a cliff edge. Mate, Paqueta's a good player, and people that will tell me otherwise, James, if you want to disagree with me, I think you're completely wrong.
I think he's a good player. I think he's a good player, but he's not a good player for us.
Complete wrong system.
Right.
Again, players. Right. The way to get the best use out of him is players coming tight, playing narrow.
Right.
Just a bit of understanding. Like players in a team haven't got the same understanding.
Yeah, but it's simple.
The pressure is more on Paqueta to do stuff in his team.
I get that, but it's
when you've
simple
got fucking
passes.
Souček in the fucking team next to him, what is he going to try and do? He's going to try and take the ball forward more so himself, and he's going to think I've got more of the pressure here because I've got that fucking useless dollop next to me. Right. If you had 2 Rices next to him, the pressure would be let off. Or if you had like someone like Bernardo Silva next to him, or even Fornals, even Downs, anyone besides from him.
Mate, we've got a player in Flynn Downs who would fight for the shirt for all of us. Let's be honest.
Fornals was really good when he came on tonight.
And even Fornals
really good. He was
every
good.
Every time Fornals has come on lately, and I know I always bang on about Fornals, but every time he's come on, he's been one of our best players, and he's just been frozen out. I don't know why we are not playing him anymore, but he's sorry. Every time he plays, he's in our top 3 performers. He just is. And he's not an amazing player, but he just is.
Wait, so Alfie, you say he's our top 3 performers every game he plays?
Every time he's played lately, he's been one of our top 3 performers. Yeah.
Mitch, finish off your worst players.
I want your worst
top 3 worst. Cresswell, Paqueta, Souček. I would say the worst was Paqueta. Then I think Souček had a horrific second half. Yeah. I would say Cresswell actually. I think Cresswell really struggled today. Crossing was awful as well. Absolutely terrible.
True.
And Souček. Yeah, I think they're the 3. Yeah, I think they're the 3. I thought Souček was good today.
I'll go next. I thought first half Kafal was good. Second half he was absolutely horrendous.
Really?
I thought he was horrendous. Second half he couldn't do anything right. First half he was very, very good. It's like a Jekyll and Hyde effect. Paqueta's up there for me.
To be fair, that yellow card that Soufal got was absolutely fucked.
Yeah, and it absolutely killed him in that game because once he got booked,
what was the yellow card? Did you?
No, I didn't think it was a yellow card. Never. But
I was thinking.
But what I'm saying is, once he got booked, he's up against it, isn't he? So for me, I'll make this quick. Kafal's second half was awful. Not really good. Really, Martinelli had him on toast. Paqueta for me, And Thomas Souček second half was just unreal. Unreal in a bad way. But first half, he was all right. He was absolutely all right first half. Second half, he was atrocious. Like passing, positioning, everything.
He was okay, but he wasn't good enough still, though. He doesn't have an impact on the game, and he never has done. He never fucking will do.
But let's be honest. I know people are saying about Kehrer. I just want to make this quick before I come to sort of Lucas, and I'm going to leave Westhamonline until last. Is Kehrer's not centre half? He's a right back. Do you know what I mean? He's a right back. Like that's his natural position.
I don't know what he is anymore.
Yeah,
he's crap.
That's
what he is. He's just crap.
I think he's much better as a right back.
Yeah, he's much better. Lucas.
Well, first off, it's tough because I did have 3, and then it went to 4, and now I'm at about 5. Because, again, Souček I thought was pretty good first half, horrendous second half. Kehrer I thought had an okay first half, horrible second half. Fabianski is in there for me as well because
the only player for me that was bad in both halves was Cresswell.
Yeah, Cresswell's the easiest one for me to point out. But I gotta go Cresswell, Souček, and I know we lost 3-1, but I feel like it would have made such a huge difference if Fabianski doesn't let that second goal go in his near post. It's just unacceptable at any level of football.
One thing I'm going to say with the Fabianski to come to his defence.
Why does everyone spell it Mwamba? It's not Mwamba.
Okay with everything else. Like the first goal, don't really.
James?
He's we'll ask him to read.
Do you know what I'm saying?
James just completely cut out.
Well, I'm back. But you know what I'm saying?
You're not back.
I know, I'm back though. I can hear myself. Oh,
James not back.
I'm not
He's
back.
back now. He's back.
Don't wind me up.
I can hear him.
Yeah, but like Fabianski, can you really blame him? Like he made one mistake tonight, but it was a major mistake.
No, he didn't. I thought he could have caught the ball so many more times.
Mate,
he kept punching the fucking ball.
I agree. Yeah. I agree. He punched the ball a shit ton tonight where he could have caught it. And I thought Souček's defending for the second goal that went in. Honestly, when you think about it, against Martinelli, and same with Saka. So you can only do so much because they are just, at the end of the day, better players and faster than both our fullbacks. But Souček did exactly what you can do in that situation. And Fabianski let him down a lot.
Yeah.
I think we have a Saka in now.
But my third one, I don't care. I thought he was poor tonight, Fabianski. If that second goal doesn't go in, the game could have went a lot differently.
I agree,
but
mate.
That's just my opinion.
Westhamonline.
For Antonio. Right, okay, I'll start with Fab. Because he weren't overall in the game. He weren't horrendous, but he weren't good. And I mean, that second goal was one of the worst mistakes you'll ever see. I genuinely think a pub goalie saves that. It's near post, as Lucas says. It's tight angle. Oh yeah, Roberto saves that. I save that. Lucas saves that, and I've watched him in goal. It's got to be saved. It's horrendous. It's just worrying. It really is bad from Fab.
That one about Lucas is 50-50 though, by the way.
That's 50-50. Yeah. I don't know whether to include Kehrer because I thought the first 50 minutes he done really well, but then he just does the same thing every game, and I'm going to include him. I'm sorry, Tilo, but he's just got no brain on him. Even aside from the defending, there was one point where he carried the ball forward, was about 50 yards out, and shot.
I remember that.
I mean,
I remember that.
There, like, what
as soon as he done that, I went, what is going on? Yeah, what's going on?
So
what's your free, Alf? What's your free?
Fab, Kehrer. Thought Cresswell was poor. I thought Souček first half was okay. Second half, he made a good pass for Antonio for in the 46th minute, and then after that, he sort of fell off a cliff. But I don't know whether to include Souček. Let me think.
It's not just what Souček does. It's also what he doesn't do. People need to realise. Like, it's not just the bad passing. He does nothing off the ball.
I thought he was alright first half.
With Souček, it was a shame that he had that bad of a second half because first half I thought in my opinion, I thought first half, how we used Souček tactically, I think was good. He's a little bit further up the pitch. He was pressing, and then if we win the ball back with Rice and Paqueta, the build-up starts from there and not Souček. Because sometimes the build-up sometimes does start with Souček, and we all know how that ends up.
I'm actually going to include Souček. Rice is lucky that he played well in the first half because he was absolutely terrible in the second half.
West Ham Online, what is going on with him getting bullied by Saka, man?
I don't know.
That second goal.
That was really bad.
He got manhandled by Saka, mate. That's fucking
He's only once. The best defenders, the best midfielders,
I do have to say, though, it did happen, and like Mitch said, it's once, but I'll be honest, because I'm bigger than Rice, and I'm going to put myself in that situation. If I saw Saka coming towards me, I honestly wouldn't expect him to do that to me. So fair play to Saka for what he did.
Saka's a lot stronger than people give him credit for.
But again, I'm going to give Rice the benefit of the doubt because in my assessment, if I saw a player like...
Hold on a minute. I've got to answer this from Lee, right? So I like Lee. He's all right. So our players are crap. Laugh out loud. The better team won. The better team did win, but for 45 minutes, we were winning the game. In the second half, we self-imploded, mate. Like, anyone... Listen, we're not having a go at the players, but the players were shit second half. And you've got to be honest. And
I thought a lot of them were shit.
Anyone with their rose-tinted glasses, take their rose-tinted glasses off and say first half, and we've all said it in the first half, that the boys done well. It was okay. It was an okay performance with 1-0 up. We contained Arsenal. Fabianski didn't really have to do a lot. Second half, we self-destructed. Now, if you accept that, us being self-destructed, that's on you, bruv. That's not on anyone else. I don't accept West Ham self-destructing in the second half of a football match. And not only that, we self-destructed in a way that was embarrassing. Do you know what I mean? Arsenal are laughing at us. Do you know what I'm saying? They scored 3 goals in, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever it was, and smashed us to bits. So we're not having a go. We're not having a go at the players, though, but our manager, the man who we've all backed over the years, doesn't bring on 3 downs, and he brings 4 nails on in the X amount of time when he did, which is ridiculous. I'm sorry, I like you, Lee, but I disagree, bro. I really do.
With me, I just want to put it out here real quick. I'm still Moyes in, but I agree with Alfie 1,000% that for the sake of the supporters and it not getting, I mean, it's toxic right now, but with West Ham, we all know there's several more levels it could go. But for the toxicity state of the club, I agree with Alfie's take.
Yeah, but
we also need to give him time over the World Cup period to change.
Yeah,
a massive problem with us last year is that Souček has been awful and a massive hindrance to us, which is why we've got Downs, that's why we've got players like Paqueta in.
Right.
The fact that Souček has been playing almost every game this season in the league, and then now has come back after the World Cup and has started again, and also put in another poor performance, is another reflection on Moyes showing that he's still stubborn and will never fucking change.
I think Souček starting today, I don't think Downs would have changed the game, to be honest. I think the first half...
It would have changed the game, but it would have been better.
I agree with that point there from Will. Bang on, the money. We scored a penalty. What else did we really do in the first half? I don't remember their goalkeeper having to make a blockbuster save. Second half he had to.
With what Mitch and Alfie were just saying, I agree half and half, because there are moments where if Flynn Downs had the chance that Souček had, like some of his passes today, if Flynn Downs was in the same exact situation as Souček, he plays a better ball, he makes a better decision. But really, I don't think Downs would have made an incredible difference.
It's not about making a change. It's the fact that Moyes chooses Souček to start over Downs every single fucking game.
Yeah. Bang on the money. Bang on the money. Moyes picks Thomas Souček. Are you telling me that Flynn Downs is worse than Thomas Souček?
But the reason why it was picked,
I'd like to hear it.
Worked in the first half. It was used. We literally every goal kick we went wide right, and he was there to head it on. I don't think Downs is as good as people think. I think yes, he probably should have started more this season over Souček.
Full nails and Paqueta in the midfield of Rice. Alfie, it's the fact that Souček plays over full nails in the midfield.
I
every West Ham fan can see it. Mate, he had a 44% pass accuracy.
But we can't. One thing I will say, I don't think we can play a 4 now as Paqueta Rice because people keep.
But let me ask you, lads, this. Right, I just want to ask you, lads, this.
Not with Moyes' football and the Moyes style of play. No, I agree.
At half time, I want to ask everyone in the chat to comment on this also. At half time, did you feel confident that West Ham was going to go on to get something out of the game at half time?
No, I said to my dad, I would love it. I said I'd take a draw all day long right here.
Yeah, I thought we could maybe get
after the first half. I definitely had hopes that we could snatch a point because first half we did look good in my opinion.
So we're a team in the ascendancy. We're 1-0 up, and all of us sitting around here tonight are all saying we hope for a point. It shouldn't be like that at West Ham. I'm sorry, it shouldn't. We should be. We've gone 1-0 up against a good side. We should be expressing ourselves and going, right, let's maintain this and trying to get another one. Instead, we just it was just self-destruction.
Of course, we all know that.
Do you know
it's part of Moyes. His best, his good side and his good parts of his game and managerial tactics that he had, where he could see out these kind of games and he could all at worst get a draw. But we just can't. Every game is bad now. We look bad. We play, in my opinion, the worst football in the league. I think our midfield and attack play fucking stinks. No one wants to come. No one wants to drop in. No one makes good runs. The position, it's just all shit. It's all a fucking mess. All of it. It's all a fucking mess. It's all on that cunt. It's just a load of shit, mate. It's all just shit. Every game. It's not changed.
I just want to answer this comment from Leeds. I like Lee, yeah? He says about why ain't the players playing for the badge. There's one player that would play for the badge, but he's sitting on the fucking bench, and that is Flynn Downs. And I don't listen. People either love Flynn Downs or don't. Yeah, I think Flynn Downs is a very, very good footballer. We all done a show, lads. You all remember it. We sat on this stream one night, and there was a man come on and said about Flynn Downs, he's a top quality player, and he's sitting on West Ham's bench now. I don't know what's going on. Like, is it favouritism? Does Moyes not want to drop Souček? I don't know what it is.
The problem is with Flynn Downs. Right. I like him. He makes a lot of tackles. He runs around. Where's the badger? Yeah, he does all that sort of stuff. But
he's technically good, and he's got room, and he could improve in his team.
He's
technically shits on Souček.
Yeah, but Alfie,
every pass he does goes backwards. Literally every pass he does.
Yeah, but Alfie, would you be more comfortable with Thomas Souček in the side or Flynn Downs right now?
Probably Downs, but if we're going to play,
so there's no argument, is there?
First half,
Listen, I respect what you're saying.
I'm not trying to tell you Downs is the best player. So it's fucking sliced bread. I'm just telling you he's better than Souček.
Yeah, I agree on that.
Better technically, yeah.
So if he's better,
he's better in every aspect, mate.
If he's better than Thomas Souček, hold on, Mitch. If he's better than Thomas Souček, right, and he's better technically, he's a better passer than Souček. I think we can all agree on that, and the whole chat could probably agree on that. Why is he not getting involved? Because when Flynn plays, we play all right. I don't see us playing.
Probably the reason why Souček is still playing is because whether people like it or not, we still do a lot of long balls. Souček does win a lot more than people give him credit for. He wins a lot in our box. He won a lot in the first half on the right-hand side. That is basically the main reason why
we
Souček
choose to play this way because Souček's in those positions. If he wasn't in these positions, we've been playing these stupid long balls, which would be losing games because of. No,
because even if we had Downs, we'd still have to go long a lot because our defenders are not technical.
We would still have to go long a lot. We wouldn't go long as much. Look at when Souček sees Souček running, doing those stupid fucking runs where he's done time and time again up the pitch, and Souček just hosts it blindly, and it just all and the attack breaks down because of that. If Downs wasn't doing that run and came short to Souček, which would happen a lot more often, then our attacks would be crafted better and with more, composure. Yeah.
Thing is, the problem that we have, right? One thing, because obviously this is quite an interesting topic of conversation, right? Alfie, lovely, right? But let's be honest here, right? Lucas, where do we go from here now? Honestly, I know we've got Brentford on Friday. Is that his last game for West Ham, boys?
Farts aside,
too much stuffing.
Friday is a must-win because I mean, it's just a must-win. Brentford, they also self-imploded today.
Yeah.
Ivan Toney could be out. He may not be, but that doesn't really matter. Brentford, I admire the way they play. I do like Thomas Frank, but at the end of the day, when you stack the 11 against the 11, we should be winning that game. I'm not going to say 7 out of 10, 6 out of 10. We should be winning that game based on our quality. And even tactically, it's going to be two teams that want to sit back. They want to counter. They want to diddle around without the ball. And again, it's going to be just like West Ham Spurs, where whoever doesn't want the ball is going to win, unfortunately. And which is kind of fucked when you think about it. But it's gonna be tough.
Laugh. We've got to laugh, I must admit. I'm looking at the comments. The comments are actually cheering me up tonight. Mitch, talk to me about Brentford, mate. Forget tonight, it's over. We'll
talk about tomorrow.
Right, well, we can talk about it now, and then we'll talk about it a bit more tomorrow. How do we go about Brentford on Friday?
Under Moyes, it don't matter. It actually don't matter. We could play far at the back. We could play Suchek in midfield, play Dan's midfield. We may play slightly better in a different system with different players. But again, the way we play under Moyes, I don't think the players have got any faith in Moyes' way of playing. You can tell it by the way we run when we attack. It's just no one gives a fuck. I gave West Ham Fan TV their biscuit back yet, mate. What?
Don't worry about that. Worry about Brentford. So what you saying about Brentford?
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. If we lose, increases Moyes' chance of getting sacked. We win, we get 3 points. I actually could not give a fuck. It's sad. I'm just going to go for the sake of it, and I always will. I'm going
to say my thing. Then I'm going to hand it over to Alfie to sort, and then we'll wrap it up. For me, Brentford's the last straw now, big time.
If we lose to Brentford, then he has to go. Has to go.
I think.
By the way, I've just seen Thomas Suchek made 8 passes today.
What, in the second half?
The whole game.
And he only, his pass accuracy is 44%. Did you hear that?
8 out of 18.
I agree on that. We need to have Tony banned.
The actual passing accuracy bit is very flawed because I bet they counterfeit headers. But 8 completed is shocking.
Of course, I agree with that. But he couldn't even do simple passes tonight, though.
I'm going to say this, and then I'll hand it over to Alfie. For me, as I just said, it's the last straw, Brentford. If we get beaten against Brentford, he has to go. Listen, David Moyes has done wonderful things, right? And we will all, as West Ham fans, will remember the wonderful things he has done. But sometimes all good things do come to an end. Me and Mitchell said it. Lucas is very different. Alfie is just Alfie. You know what I'm saying? But he's getting on my nerves. Anyway, I'm muted. So what I'm trying to say is this, that you've got to accept that if it ain't right, it's time for a change, right? I don't want Moyes to go, but I can't see how he can change. Right, and now it comes a time he has to go, in my opinion. Do you know what I mean? I've been with Mitchell on this, and Lucas is very Moyes in at the minute. So
I wouldn't say very. I wouldn't say I'm very Moyes in, but like I said, for the sake of the supporters and the club not turning into an absolute miserable, toxic state, it'd be a good decision.
What it is, I think, what people have got to understand is this is West Ham United. This is not David Moyes FC. There's no disrespect to David Moyes FC. Right? If you're a David Moyes fan, you've got to look at West Ham United here. And West Ham United as a club is just not performing. It's just not performing. Do you know what I'm saying? And whether you're Moyes in or Moyes out, what you're seeing on the pitch now is not right. It's not right at all. And it's not acceptable as fans. Like, do you know what I'm saying? How can we go from 2 years being very good to dropping like a fucking stone in water? You just can't do it. It's as simple as that. Alfie, I've took you off mute, right? Speak to me without your guts imploding, bruv. That'd be nice.
Sorry,
Alfie, what have you been eating tonight?
Stuffing.
I've had fried chicken today. Obviously, I had my dinner yesterday, but today I've been on the fried chicken, the cream egg heroes sort of thing.
Okay.
Other food channels are available. Well, Alfie, take it away. Talk to us.
I've got a few things to say here. I'd like to, like you say, say that I think Moyes has done an incredible job for us. The day he leaves, a tear may drop down my face, and I've not cried in a very long while. Mr. Moyes is the man for me. He always has been the man for me. I've got a great picture of him that I like to tweet out a lot. And as much as he's going to have to go now, I will thank him because he is the best manager that I've seen at this club, without a doubt.
I think, truthfully, with a serious face, can you quickly tell me, in the group chat today, was you being serious? Just truthfully.
I will know this. Go on, carry on.
When you said about the Cresswell thing, so he's been good.
No, I thought first half he was okay. I didn't think he was as bad as what people were making out. I mean, he was against Bukayo Saka, and Saka was better in the second half, to be honest. And Saka is an unreal player. I think at this point, he's the first or second best right wing in the league. He's unreal every time I watch him.
And fucking Lucas James said he was worse than Bowen.
Listen, I can hold my hand up and say, right, I fucked up, bro.
What are you saying?
I said
you said Bowen's better than
Saka, but I've shut my mouth on that one. Alfie, can you?
I said last season he was statistically. Yeah, this year, obviously
not. At the time, the argument was even on the space, Bowen is better overall. Yeah,
last season he was.
No, I'm not talking about last season. The discussion was, and you agreed with it, Lucas, and James. You agreed with James, and me and Alfie were like the only two people that said no. Saka is definitely better than Bowen.
Mitch, will you
when have this season I said that Saka isn't better than Bowen?
This season you haven't, but last season you did.
Because he was.
I'm not about to see.
Mitch means overall as a player.
Mitch, can you shut up and let Alfie land his comment, please, mate? Alfie, take it away. Go on.
I'd like to say a few things. I'm going to throw in one shameless gloat that people might be annoyed at me about. I didn't think Cresswell was good today, and I'll say that openly. I didn't think he was good in the second half. I thought Kehrer was terrible. Dawson, he weren't bad. He had a great first half. Second half was mismatch. But I would like to say one thing, and this is going to be very weird of me because we're talking West Ham, and I understand if you want to abuse me for saying this.
Alfie. No, Alfie, please.
Go on.
Eddie Nketiah.
Fuck off.
Unreal striker. Unreal. Every time he gets the ball on the half turn,
James.
He's outstanding. His goal was
we've already discussed that, James, about the past.
I don't care about Arsenal players, Alfie. Talk about West Ham.
Alfie, we don't care. We don't need to talk about fucking Eddie Nketiah.
No, I'm just saying he should be in the England squad.
Fuck's sake. How the fuck has that happened? Fucking hell.
Right. Carry on, Alfie.
That was like West Ham's form. But, yeah, I think I do agree. One thing I do want to say, our investment in the summer, we were all praising it, all of us, even me, we're saying how good our investment was. It's been Pellegrini levels are bad. Going through the players, sorry that I have to mention him first. I really don't want an agenda, but he's the first guy on my mind. Kehrer been a terrible signing. Paqueta at the moment's been a terrible signing. Scamacca, he's not been good lately, and me and Mitch and others were sort of saying that we think Broja would suit the system more. I still do think he would, but Scamacca I'll hold fire on. I don't think.
Funny how you won't mention me. I also said that.
Oh no!
Also, fair play. People was giving me stick and said I'm the most West Ham fan. I've been Tony
again with Saka and Bowen. I said Broja fits the system better, but Scamacca is a better footballer.
Right,
because I know my stuff.
I didn't say about that. I never said for that, Lucas.
Can you let him land?
Mitch is going to get the stick later.
Emerson.
Go on, Alfie.
Go on, you. Lucas, I'll show you up.
Doesn't look to be a great sign. He hasn't really pushed for the
showed you up.
Right, what the fuck is... Shut up, Mitch.
Oh, fuck.
Emerson hasn't been a great signing. He hasn't looked great when he's played, in my opinion. He hasn't pushed for the first team at all, really. Downs, he's been an okay signing, and that's about it so far. And that's not his fault, by the way. And who else did we sign?
I think Cornet could really surprise us all in the second half.
Cornet's been in good.
Cornet?
I promise you, I think Cornet can really surprise us.
Who the fuck is that?
What are you going to drag him out?
Second.
You're going to drag him out in a wheelchair or something?
1 second, Fever. So we signed as well Cornet and Agard, right? Who I like Agard and Cornet, but they've been injured the whole
got it wrong,
season.
Gareth.
So far, let's rate our signings so far. I'll do it for us.
Yeah.
Carrot 0, Agard 0.
No. Let's do truthfully. If you can do it, let's do truthfully.
No, if we're going to do this, to wrap up the show. We're going to do it properly. Right, we'll start off with Kera.
2, rubbish. Sorry, he's just rubbish.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I'm with Alf in this. I'll go halfway at 3. He's disappointed me.
I think right back he's decent. I think
at right back he's good. At centre half he's absolutely terrible. Absolutely, he's worse than Diop. I think at centre half.
Yeah,
I probably agree. That sounds silly.
Right.
I do agree.
Do you know what I mean? Right, Lucas, what are you saying for Kera quickly?
4.
Yeah. Skamaka.
So far,
5.
4. 33
6.
games, scored 2 goals or whatever he scored.
Not based on what he's done so far.
I would say a 6. I would say a 6 for what he's done in Europe all day. He's the one who scored the goals in Europe. That's got us through to the next round of the competition.
Yeah, you know what? A 5. Fair play.
Do you know what I mean? Paqueta.
5.
2. So far, we played him in the wrong position. He's been crap.
Yeah.
50 million.
I think as a signing,
yeah,
I'd still give him a 6. It may sound like I'm going crazy, but I still think he's a great signing for West Ham.
At the moment,
he's a good signing, but he's not performing though, Mitch.
Yes, but he will do. If we sack Moyes in the next 2 games,
right,
and we get the right manager in, and we play him in the midfield 3 as an 8,
right,
and we just refresh, I think he'll be very good.
All right, fair enough. Who else is there? Cornet. Let's have a laugh. Have you seen him?
0. He's just wasted our medical team's time.
Actually, no. I'm gonna put him down as a TBD or a DMP. To be determined. Did not participate.
To be fair, Lucas, when he's played as well, you said he's been rubbish.
Yeah.
No, I really don't think he has been. I think
right.
Everyone's been shit.
Let's rattle through these. Flynn Downs.
8.
7.
6.
I'm going for a 7. I think 6. I think he's been
how much
steady.
How much you pay for him?
12.5 million, I think it was.
12.5 million. You can't ask for more than when he's played. You can't really ask for more.
I think he's been excellent. I think he was excellent in Europe. I think he's played in games where he's been decent. And let's be honest, he'll play better than Souček.
I think in this market, 12 million for his age, I think that's an 8. I'll give him an 8.
Right, so that's Flynn. Areola.
How embarrassing is that?
Areola, I'll give him a 7.
Excellent in Europe again. Another one who's been good in Europe.
Find my way out time against Brentford.
Mate, I keep telling you with Areola, it's just a shame where Fabianski will put up a stinker, and then over the next 2 or 3 matches, 1 or 2 of them will be like a world-class performance, which therefore keeps Areola away from the number 1 spot. When in all reality, I think Areola over a stretch is more consistent.
He's a better goalkeeper.
I don't understand.
He makes bigger saves. He's a match-winning goalkeeper.
Yeah. He don't get done by his near post.
Bama played tonight.
He did.
I wasn't even watching when he came on.
And it's Mubama, not Muamba or Mubamba or Mabamba or
That's true. Right.
Mufasa. It's Mubama.
Well, hold on. We're going to get this done. Aguerd. We haven't really seen him.
I like him. I think he would have actually been brilliant.
7.
0.
I think he's next.
You've got to give him a 0. He's not played.
Yeah. He hasn't really played any games, has he?
When he has, though, he's looked absolutely excellent.
Are we rating it what we've seen?
I'm doing it so far. I'm just doing it with how they've done so far.
I'm doing it based on the sign. We said that we do it on rating the signings.
Okay.
I'm rating it on...
Anyone in the chat who hold on, any players that we're missing in the chat, let us know. Emerson.
6.
What?
Oh my god.
4.
Emerson can't play left back for some reason.
4. He's just crap. I mean,
he's on loan.
We're meant to be replacing Creswell.
No, what do you mean he's on loan? We paid the money for him, Mitch.
Oh yeah, we did. He's fucking hell. Oh my god, yeah.
He's our player, brother.
Oh my God!
I'll tell you why that's a bad signing. He's a bad signing, isn't he? Because when Creswell'll stay another 2 years, we've got that bloody Emerson at the back, so we won't sign another left back. So we're stuck.
You know why we signed him?
The club won't go out and get another one.
We all know why we signed him.
He's just rubbish. He's just
well, unless Cresswell goes, I can't believe.
Is there any other players that we've missed that we've signed?
Again, it's a boy's decision. I did say at the time Emerson wasn't the best signing, and we should have got Tagliafico, Borna Sosa, or had some fucking bollocks and God just went all out for David Warren or Ram, or whatever you say his fucking name.
Ram would have been the man, mate. Honestly, but it is what it is. Right, let's wrap this up, lads. Any final thoughts? Like anything you want to discuss before we go? On tonight's game.
Not really.
The referee. I'll tell you what. The referee. Right, I'm gonna go in on it. Referee, fucking horrendous. Michael Oliver, absolutely shocking referee tonight. Do you know what I mean? How long did it take him for that VAR decision? Someone it was. And it hit Cresswell square in the face. He's given a penalty.
I don't think it was shocking.
He was bad.
To be fair, I don't think he had the angle to see. But it was terrible that he basically went off the reaction.
I actually thought
he was absolutely shocking referee. And he's supposed to be our best referee in the Premier League.
Mate, I don't know, mate. We don't have those in the Premier League.
No, we don't. Anything else you lads want to discuss? Anything in your mind?
When does the transfer window start?
January the fucking 1st. Mate, on New Year's Eve, I'll be having a good disco like everyone else will on this planet. And again, come 12:01, the transfer window opens. Do you know what I mean? And mate, can West Ham get some players?
Why are we hearing nothing about preliminary talks?
Because we got no money left. We're not going to buy anyone.
Nah, we ain't getting no one, mate.
We ain't getting no one for loan. We can get anyone for loan. Why are we not having talks right now? Because we need it now. And if Moyes wants any chance to stay in this job, why are we not having talks?
Get Crowell back.
Or be electric players?
Could get Crowell back, Mitch.
Huh?
We need a miracle.
Mate, we don't even need someone like Crowell. We just... What do you think we need?
Eddie. We need flipping Eddie. He'd have been perfect.
I don't even want to hear about Eddie and get him, mate. I've had that.
Mate, Wan-Bissaka on loan to end the season. And then
I think
option to buy.
One thing I will say, I think Wan-Bissaka is a good signing. People might think differently. I think defensively he's very good. I think he's better than what we've got. And I think going forward he's better than what we've got on that right-hand side, if I'm being honest.
I think Emmanuel Longello is better left back than what we've got.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
How's Longello doing? I know he's scored like one goal. But how's he actually doing? Does anyone know?
Who cares? Who cares about Longello, mate? Do you know what I mean?
That's not very nice, James.
Get Anton Fernand in from Amaz's chat. Well, I'll sign anyone. I'll get Thomas Repka in, mate. Yes, sort it out at right back, 100%.
Oh, I tweeted out I'd take Alan Rep, whatever you call it. Alan Repzer at centre half over the clowns we had today. Listen,
I'm going to wrap this up though, right? But all I'm going to say is this: I don't want it to be a toxic atmosphere, but people have got to open their eyes and see what is actually happening at West Ham. Like, how can we go from being an half decent side in the first half to bad in the second? Like, it just can't. Like, that can't continue. And I think Friday's game is make or break. I don't think the board are getting rid of him, mate. If you want me to be honest, and you know I'm a betting man. I don't think Moyes is going anywhere. I really don't. I don't think Moyes is going anywhere this season. I think GSB have basically committed to Moyes at the end of the season. What do you think, you lads?
I don't know what to think anymore.
What is Mitch laughing at? I don't even know what he's fucking laughing at.
Alfie ripped denim once again.
Oh, well, he's... I mean, whoever floats his boat. Do you know what I mean? But do you think that, Mitch? Mitch?
Yeah.
Do you think Moyes is going anywhere anytime soon? Honestly,
if we lose our next two games, then yeah.
If you had a free bet, would you back Moyes to get sacked anytime soon?
I had a free bet, I'd put it on. I'd do probably like a
800 to 1.
I'd put on 800 to 1 ACCA with like 2 Ecuadorian teams that I don't even know about, a couple MLS teams, and then a couple like championship teams.
Well, I'm telling you, I'm going to say this, because I'm not like all you lot. I think I don't think he's going anywhere. I think this is what we've got to put up with for the rest of the season.
No, I don't think so. I think who said, was it X said that we get they're going to give him the first 3 games after we come back.
I don't believe it, Mitch. If you want me to be honest,
I think if we lose our next 2, I don't think it goes.
I don't think so.
I think the noise from the fans, especially if we lose against Brentford, the noise will be massive.
Yeah. Nice one, Lee. I don't think that he's going anywhere. Well, because this is what I think. Just to wrap this up, I think GSB will be selling up in the summer. That's the first thing, and I believe that quite strongly. I think GSB are going to go. So GSB ain't going to rock the boat and try and get Moyes out. I don't think Kadinsky's happy, and I know that through people that I know. Yeah, that Kadinsky's not happy at all. I think Kadinsky would have sacked Moyes before the World Cup. Yeah, so I feel that Moyes has got a free pass to the end of the season, mate. And this is what we're going to have to put up with. And I know what's going to happen. We might get a point against Brentford, and we might get a point, or we might get something at Leeds, and then it'll all be forgotten about.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's going anywhere.
I agree with you, James. I don't think that Moyes will get sacked until... I don't think he'll get sacked to the end of the season, to be fair. I think the board trust him. To be fair, let's be honest, Moyes saved the board. So I think they'll trust him and sort of let him ride it out for a bit. And I don't know whether to blame them for that or not.
I don't think they've got the bottle to sack him either. If you want me to be truthfully honest, I don't think they've got the bottle to go, sorry, David Moyes, you saved us, and now we're going to sack you. I just don't see it. Because they would have done it beforehand, let's be honest. Let's be truthful.
Fucking toilet, Alfie. For fuck's sake.
Yeah. Right. Is that it from everyone? That is it from everyone. Right.
I will say, I've enjoyed letting my anger out in this show with you tonight, Fever.
What, out of your ass?
No, forget that. But
I'm gonna get him some. I'm gonna buy him some tablets. Listen, I'm gonna wrap this up there. Everyone, please do smash a like on the video. It goes a long way. It really helps us out on this channel. And please do subscribe to the channel. It goes a long way. I want to thank everyone who put in a super chat tonight. Also, they haven't been missed either. So super chats are always good. And I'll be back tomorrow night, either 7, 8, or 9 o'clock at night. All of us will be doing the player ratings. I will be there for that. Trust me, 100%. Yeah. Don't be anywhere else but E20 Zone TV, baby. That's the place to be. You know what I'm saying? And listen, I want to thank all the boys for coming on tonight. I really do appreciate it. They've been out, they've enjoyed themselves, and they've been to family and all that, but they've managed to come onto this channel and talk about West Ham, which is important. So, yeah, wasn't a good night tonight from West Ham, and we'll discuss it more tomorrow night. But we will go marching on, as we always do at West Ham. Anyway, from me to you, have a good rest of your Boxing Day evening. West Ham, they just never change. Peace.
There it is. I've never found a love like this.